Good morning. Today's lesson is 6.9, problem solving. We are going to be practicing addition and subtraction using problem solving. Our essential question: how can the strategy work backward help you solve a problem with fractions that involves addition and subtraction? Let's unlock the problem. The Diaz family is cross-country skiing the big tree trails, which have a total length of 4 miles. Yesterday, they skied 7/10 mile Oak Trail. Today, they skied the 3/5 mile Pine Trail. If they plan to ski all of the big tree trails, how many more miles do they have left to ski? Let's use the graphic organizer to help us solve the problem. So, what do I need to find out? Well, I need to find the distance that they have left to ski. What information do I need to use? I need to use the distance that they've already skied and the total distance they plan to ski. How will I use this information? Well, I can work backward by starting with the total distance and then subtracting the distance that they have already skied to find out how much is left. So let's solve the problem. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations. By working backward and using the same numbers, one operation undoes the other. So let's write an equation. So the mile skied yesterday, if I look back in the problem, was 7/10. And the mile skied today was 3/5. Okay? So the miles that they need to ski are here, and the total distance was 4. So if I work backwards and I say the total distance, which is 4, minus the 7/10 and minus the 3/5, I should get this this number here. Okay, so I can't take, I have my whole number 4, right? And then I have the 7/10, but I can't, I've got no fractions. So if I borrow 1 away from here, and I make that be 3, and then remember when I take the 1 away, I can name it anything I want. So if I name it 10/10 minus the 7/10, okay, then I get 3 and 3/10, and now I'm minusing 3/5, right? I need to make my numbers be the same on the bottom. So if I change this to be, if I multiply by 2/2, I get 5/10. I can't take the 3 away from the 5, so again I'm going to have to borrow. So that's going to make this be 2. And if I change that to be a 10/10, it's going to be 13/10 minus my 5/10. And 13 minus 5 is 7. It's actually 8. So I'm going to have, my total answer is going to be 2 and 8/10. So let's explain our reasoning. I know my answer is reasonable because the unknown distance 2 and that should say 8. Oops, that should say 8/10 is less than the total distance. So what do I need to find first? Well, first I need to find the length of the first piece cut from the strip. The information that I need to use the length of the original strip and the 2 lengths that were given to me from the original strip. How will I use the information? Well, I can work backward by starting with the total length and then subtracting the lengths given and the length of the first piece that was cut. So let's solve the problem. We're going to first write an equation. I'm going to use x to represent. All right, so I have 36 was the total, right? I'm going to use x to represent the part that I don't know, okay, plus the 6.5 and plus the 7 3/4. So now if I work backwards, I can take the 36, which is the total, and I can subtract the 7 3/4 that I knew, okay, and I can subtract the 6.5 that I knew, and then I'm going to get that amount that I'm trying to find, right? I'm going to get that x. So let's do this. We have 36 minus 3 and or minus 7 7/3. Well, I can't take 36. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to make this be 35, right? And then I can take that whole number and I can make that whole number be whatever I want. So I'm going to make the whole number be 4/4, right? So I have 35, 4/4, okay, minus 7 3/4, and then minus the 6 1/2, okay? So then let's keep going. So let's just do this part right here. 35 minus 7 is 28, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So I've got 28 1/4 minus 6 1/2 now. Okay, and then I can't take, I have to make these bottoms be 4. So let's go ahead and change this one. So in order to make this bottom be 4, I'm going to have to multiply it by 2/2. Right? So I'm going to have, this is now going to be 6 2/4. I can't take a 1 from a 2, so again, I'm going to have to borrow. This is 27 now. And remember, I can make it be whatever I want. So I'm going to add 4/4. So this is going to be 5/4 minus 6 2/4. Okay. 27 minus 6 is 21. And 5 minus 2 is 3. And on the bottom, again, I have 4. So the answer is going to be 21 3/4. Let's move this up. So the answer is 21 3/4 inches. All right, so I'd like you to do the rest on your own or with a partner. I will also be on the carpet if you need anything. Good luck.